Syxx of our podcast. I am Robert, and as you can clearly see, I am alone again this week, but something you can't help. We've got a good show today. We're going to be going on about Fastlane, talk about some news and rumours, and we'll be covering Raw and SmackDown for the week. So we'll start off with Fastlane. A solid show. Very solid show. Opened up with Rusev and Nakamura having a really good match. Really good match for them. Nakamura went over. Well, that was obvious, but that's not really the point of the match, I don't think. Some other decent matches followed. And then the main event, the six-pack challenge, Styles retained. All the champions retained apart from Bobby Roode, who lost to Randy Orton, which I predicted. Steven did not at the time. So overall, I thought Fastlane was a good show. For February shows, I think it was quite nice. Yeah, it was problem with February shows. There's not really an awful lot to go on about. Whereas all matches tend to be predictable. But that's because obviously it's the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. There's a pay-per-view in between. So yeah, going on to news. There's been the first one is it's a sad one, but it happens. Mark Henry, according to Dave Meltzer, is now retired. Dave Meltzer from the Wrestler and Observer. He has had a really good career. He started off, he was like Olympian, the world's strongest man at the time, and he came to WWE in the mid-90s. He joined the Nation of Domination back in the Attitude Era with the likes of Farouk, The Rock, D'Lo Brown. He was once known as a sexual chocolate, but that's time here, no there. Yeah, he had some. He was part of I believe he was part of the 3-minute challenge, or no, I think that was Rodney Mack. It might have still been. I just can't remember that one. He became the World Heavyweight Champion, which at the time is the big gold belt. It's one of the world titles along with the WWE Championship. It's pretty much what the Universal title is now. Yeah, that was way back in 2011 during his Hall of Pain angle. He's had a really good career, and I really do wish him the best of luck. He is a bona fide Hall of Famer, no doubt at all, and I think Steve would agree with me on that one, absolutely. The second bit of news is, according to CM Punk, he is doing UFC 225. I'm not the resident UFC expert here, so we'll probably cover that next week, possibly. The final bit of news is, I don't know if it's really news or rumour. I believe it's more of rumour at this stage. Is that WWE are planning on doing 5-hour shows for their pay-per-views, or technically network specials. How it will be run is that you would have your hour kickoff, but instead of a 3-hour show, or sometimes even 2.5 hours, it will now be extended to 4. So in total it'll be 5-hour shows. I don't know what that means for the big 4. I think for WrestleMania they do 7-hour shows now. I believe. I think it's a 5-hour show and then 2-hour kickoff. With all the others though, it's a bit up in the air. Do they get extended further? Do they get an extra hour for each one or not? It's unknown at this point. As I said, it is only a rumour, not confirmed, not the slightest. So yeah, I feel like there's benefits and drawbacks for it. I think the biggest benefit is that you might get better chance for mid-carders, and also maybe longer matches. But the obvious drawback from it is the overexposure, and also like I think crowds like America will probably be fine with it. I think, but as someone from England, or it's not even from Europe, basically, we have to watch the shows. Like when they're air live, it's 12 o'clock for the kickoff, 1 o'clock for the main show. So you're thinking like a 3 hour show. It's pretty much the same as Raw, just we start an hour earlier for the kickoff. So we finish at 4 o'clock in the morning, which isn't good, especially when you extend it as well. So when you have your kickoff show, which will be an hour, which generally is the case anyway. But then 4 hours on top, you think from 4 hours from one, we're finishing at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not great at all. So yeah, well that's it for the news and stuff like that. Now covering Raw and SmackDown. Raw was actually, well, both shows are actually really good this week. That's not very often you can really say that. I think might be one of the only few weeks where actually both shows have simultaneously been actually good. It opened up with the Reigns and Lesnar feud. Kurt Angle, I can't remember what Kurt Angle was doing now. But yeah, Reigns came out, started talking about how Vince is disrespecting him, so he went backstage, confronted him, and then got suspended from it. It's a continuation on the whole feud of being on the idea that Lesnar's no showing shows now. They turned it into a storyline, which is good. It's good. I like it, but it is also bringing the casual fans into the whole notion of Brock Lesnar no showing shows, or basically having his actual schedule. Some of the good points from the show was the Miz TV segment. Him, Baron Rollins, Miz was trying to get them to fight each other, trying to mind game them both. They were all being like, well, we're too smart for that. You think we're that dumb? You think we're going to fall for that? And yeah, they fell for it. Linked to a match which Balor won via roll up on Rollins, I believe from the superplex. I think part of the Falcon Arrow combo. Another one was Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. I think Nia Jax just ran for another jobber. Yeah, she did. And then Cam, who was accidentally sat on Alexa Bliss, and Mickey James teasing Nia Jax about size, about this and that, and then what they didn't realise was that there was a camera on them, and then Nia got really annoyed, obviously. So she started going towards the back, started heading towards them. As soon as they heard about it, they ran, Lexa and Vicky. Going back on Lesnar, another no-show for this week was Ronda. I can't remember the reason why she wasn't there. I don't know if there was a reason. I don't know if it was like schedule or something, but yeah. I think the difference between hers and his, I think, is that Lesnar was off for storyline basis. Rousey, I think, was a complicated man. But yeah, the second to last point is Braun, aka Tag Team Champions, solo tag team. I loved it because when they did the whole Battle Royal, it was a matter of like, well, they've faced all these teams. You have another one-on-one tag match with a team they've already beaten. Like, it's not really fun. Where's the surprise? Where's the, this and that? Then they're about to start the Battle Royal to decide number one contender, and then Braun came out. The weird thing I got from the match was when tag teams generally do Battle Royals, as far as I'm aware, when one member of the tag team gets eliminated, doesn't both? Like, for example, say if I don't know, take Heath Slater and Rhino tag team. They're in a tag team battle royal. Heath Slater gets eliminated. Surely that means Rhino gets eliminated as well because he jumps into that tag team. That's how I've generally done it in the past. That's how I've known it to be. Yeah, Braun pretty much cleaned house. It was a one-man wreckage. There wasn't really anything in it. They got a little bit against them, but he pretty much eliminated all of them. There was a little spot during the match where they got him out the ring and then like him against the steel steps. But really that, and then the gang beat down. Those were really
Boy, I'm a singer with black, so throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey!